Hello everyone, here we are with Game 2 with Luis Salvatto's Blue-White Miracles deck. So, this hand certainly gets run over by a very fast draw from our opponent. The mana is a little shaky, but this Ancestral Vision may take over the game, but we may also die before we get a chance to do anything. So, so I think we're going to go ahead and mulligan this hand. Yep, yep, this is going to be a mulligan. Alright, this looks a little better. We have some early game interaction in multiple flavors, and we'll put that to the bottom. Looking for some more stuff to do here. Okay, basic planes. Alright, so we'll just play out our Flooded Strand, try and get a card into the graveyard to fuel this Logic Knot. Core Spirit Dancer. Oh boy. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna fetch the Hallowed Fountain. So our opponent hasn't shown us green mana, so I really don't want to path this creature. So I think we're gonna see if we can survive until turn 3 to get it with a Detention Sphere. And we'll just go ahead and try and keep ourselves afloat until then. Because I definitely do not want to fix our opponent's mana. Cartouche of Solidarity. So this is the one that gives them a dude, I think, and lets them draw a card. Yeah, so I guess we'll let that resolve. And if they go for like an ethereal armor or something like that, then we will respond. Do not. Okay, so we'll take a little hit here. We're going to use our life as a resource a little bit. Alright, so here we'll go ahead and play out an island, and we'll just go ahead and get our sphere going here right away. Mana Tithe. Wow. Okay. I am not sure whether that is a card that typically sees play in this deck or not, but either way, we were certainly got. So good beats, good beats. Yep. Alright, so now we will definitely, splitting it up here. So I guess Supreme Verdict is the draw we want, or a Terminus, anything like that. Is it possible that this is a mono white version and that's something these decks are doing that I'm not aware of? It's possible. So we're going to path the Spirit Dancer in their upkeep just so our opponent can't draw another card. And I think we'll play out the island here just to give us the most use out of our available mana. Okay. Let's just get rid of that little fella, and then we're gonna hope to draw. Okay, so yep, they are playing the green, which was to be expected. I didn't think that mono white Bogles was a thing. Alright, so there's the ethereal armor, which unfortunately guess we have to completely tap out in order to counter, because they just kill us if we don't. And they could have any other number of enchantments here that also kind of just kill us, I guess. Or even another mana tithe, apparently. So Snapcaster would be a good draw. Anything just to help us get our feet under us. Vendilion Clique. Okay. That will allow us to block for a turn. And I guess we will stop on our opponent's draw step. Just in case they draw a, what is it, a spirit mantle, something like that. Alternatively, we could click ourselves, try and hit a path here, but let's go for our opponent, I guess, because a Ranker also does it. Just trying to tread. Okay, so they do have the Spirit Mantle, so we will, well, let's see. We do have, actually, you know what? We'll let them keep that because we have an answer to that in Spell Snare. So we're going to take the Glade Cover Scout and hope we don't draw them into a path, I suppose. So here comes the Umbra, or the Mantle. They're thinking about it. Alright, so they're going to get in here. Block with the Clique. Clique goes down, opponent gains a bunch of life. Okay, so they drew into a Bogle. And they get an Umbra. And they're not going to bite on that. So, well, since we're really good at Magic, drew a Terminus. So we'll go ahead and play that out. Put those gentlemen on the bottom and throw their Umbras in the trash. We'll play out that, and so that leaves them with a Spirit Mantle in hand. Okay. Oh. Alright, well, looks like we might just be dead anyway. So we're gonna snare that. If they have pretty much anything else, okay, alright. So we are clinging to life here. Gonna drop to 2 though. So we're gonna have to have something good. Alright, alright. that'll buy us a turn. Just gonna keep treading water here for as long as fate will allow us to do so. Alright, so we're gonna go to combat. Go ahead and tap these creatures and draw a card. Land, okay. I'm just going to play out Spirit Mantle. No. And okay. So it looks like that's the end of the line for us here. I guess we'll play out this and pass the turn. See what our opponent does. Give him a chance to make a mistake, I guess. Alright, and they do not. They've chosen the correct line. So, let's get into sideboarding. So I think Negate is quite good here. Porphyry Nodes is good. Timely seems alright as well, since we can buy us time to find our sweepers and things like that. I think the Oust is pretty bad. We'll cut some number of paths. The Crucible is very bad. AV is just a little too slow in this matchup. So we'll just go ahead and keep in, of course, all the sweepers, the cards that enable them, like the Jaces and the instant speed cantrips. The Spell Snare has some decent targets in this matchup. Is there anything else we want here? Surgical is tempting in a weird way, but I don't think that's where we want to be. Wow, Mana Tithe, that was something else. So let's see, anything else we want to cut? Search for Azcanta, maybe? Maybe cut a Search for Azcanta for a second Vendilion Clique. Yeah, I can see that. Just as another potential removal spell into a blocker. Or sorry, into an attacker. Let's run it back. So yep, we will go ahead and play first. So this hand doesn't do a whole lot. The path is really only relevant if we can get a Spirit Dancer with it. It does have double opt though. It's got Vendilion Clique, Cryptic Command. It's the kind of hand that can get run over pretty easy. Doesn't have a Terminus in the opener though. I'm gonna keep it. I don't think it's a great hand, but these ops can become anything. Well, not anything. Yeah, theoretically anything. So, all right. Looks like our opponent's doing the mulligan game. So we might be able to get there after all. Okay, looks like our opponent was trying to find a land there and was unsuccessful in doing so. Fortunately, we have a couple of those. Alright, so they just didn't get there. And that's, I guess that's just the nature of a deck that's as linear as Bogles is. Sometimes it just folds to itself, and that's the way some of those decks play out sometimes. So we won't change anything. We'll just go ahead and run it back. So I like this hand a lot. We will keep this. Opponent did manage to keep a 7 here. Alright, so I want to see them commit a little more to the board, I think. So I'm going to put the island down and try and hold the Spell Snare. And if the Spell Snare can't find a target, we'll cycle the Hieroglyphic Illumination. Okay. Just to ensure that we hit a land drop, because I would like, the way this is going, we're going to need an answer to this. Okay, there's an opt. Well, alright, we'll keep up the snares. We'll take another hit here. So fortunately we do have the answer for the Daybreak Coronet, if that's what their hand kind of lines up to be. Unfortunately this Nodes will be just a little slow. Spirit Mantle, I think we're in for that. especially since they have the ethereal armor. Okay. Alright, so that's gonna be a little bit of a hindrance here. But they are down to 1 card in hand. So if we can survive this next volley here, I think we should be in decent shape. Let's go ahead and get this down. And then if we can if we can get rid of these 2 creatures, I think we're in it to win it. Alright. That's a big boy. So I'm not going to opt, well, if we opt into the Terminus, it comes into our hand, I guess. Right, I'll put that on the top. So our plan here is to kill their Bogle, I guess, with the nodes. And we will and I guess we'll just get the ethereal armors with this and hope they don't rip something. Hope they brick here on a land or something for a turn. Nope, looks like they got us. Okay, Spirit Dancer. So we're gonna go to 1. But 1 is not dead. Ghost Quarter. Okay, so we won't be able to block. Play Teferi. Draw a card that doesn't really do anything. Beginning of your upkeep. Really needed a timely reinforcements there, I guess. So I guess Teferi won't work. So even if we take their Umbra away, we can Jace and Brainstorm, but I don't think that there's anything Jace can get for us. Well, there is the timely reinforcements, but unfortunately we do not have the time to cast it, I guess. Even Cryptic would have been a nice draw there. So I guess we'll put back Flooded Strand to Teferi, play the Ghost Quarter, and see if our opponent finds the line that kills us. Wow, I drew into the Cartouche even. Alright, looks like they got it. Okay, so Bogles, yep, not a great matchup for blue-white in any configuration that I know of. Again, they kind of just take our deck and invalidate almost all the ways that we we typically interact with creature decks, and that's what we get. So it's close. That was a close game. Again, if we would have had just a little more life to work on, I wonder if I could have sequenced something differently this game. Maybe if I would have led, maybe I should have led on the. Maybe I got greedy with the nodes, because it seemed like they just happened to get the draws that left them one creature ahead of us, kind of the whole time. So, yep, maybe it was right to play that out immediately, and to get that rolling instead of trying to sweep up the one creature. It's been a very, very long time since I played this matchup, and this is new to me. I haven't seen this before, and so yeah, I also forgot about Dryad Arbor. So yeah, this definitely should have been played out on turn 1, and that cost us the game. And again, those are just the small edges that you need to keep in mind, because I think we would have got there if we would have sequenced our cards correctly. So, well, we'll go ahead and move on to game 3. Thanks for watching.